Now here you will see that our second entity was department, and here we have also converted the entity department into a table where our first topic is department ID, and then second one is name, and the third one is location. So department ID, just randomly we have given that department ID is D1, D2 and D3. In D1 the name of the department is IT and its location is Bangalore. D2 its production and its location is Delhi. D3 its HR and its location is Delhi as well. Now here also, if you could understand or remember from the previous videos or knowledge, you know that the primary key is department ID because the name and the location of the department could be same. So now you have two tables. The first table is employees table. Okay, here the primary key is employee ID because it can't be same. You cannot repeat employee ID. You can take the example of your own roll number or registration number that you got from Assam University. No one's, you will never find someone whose roll number is or registration number is similar to yours. So just like that, employee ID is the primary key of this table, and department ID is the primary key of this table. Now from two tables, the two tables are clear, I guess. So in that case you have only one thing left, that is work. Work is basically the relationship that is being created between the employee and the department. So work can also be converted into a particular table. You can take any example. You can take an example of a student, you can take example of different production houses of in a particular organization. I am taking this example, so it's not that only this example fits into one-to-one relationship, but there are certain criteria that needs to be fulfilled, which you will understand in a minute. Okay, so as of now, work could also be converted into a table, and that table is considered as a relationship table. Okay, it is called as a relationship table. Now relationship table could have descriptive attributes like many other attributes, like the type of work or the timing of work, or when they should start their work or when they should end their work, holidays, weekdays. These IDs are called, or these topics are called descriptive attributes. But apart from that, the main topic or the main content that it must have is the primary key of both the table. If you could remember, in table 1 the primary key was employee ID, and in table 2 the primary key was department ID. So in relationship table under work, the two primary key will be at first added, that is employee ID and department ID. Okay, and you cannot repeat anything in this table. Moreover, from this table it would be clear that which employee is working under which department, and only this table can help us to identify this, because in table 1 we didn't knew that E1 or E1 employee is working under which department, and in department table, that is table 2, we didn't knew that D1 is the department ID. Yes, name of the department is given, location is also given, but which employee is working under which department, it was not clear here. So relationship table will help you to understand that which employee is working under which department. Now just because we have withdrawn two primary keys from both the table, these keys will be considered as foreign key. Okay, because it takes references from primary key. Foreign key takes references from primary key. If you are getting confused, then you can go through the previous video where I have explained what is primary key, what is foreign key, what is candidate key. I am repeating again and again because without having proper knowledge on the different types of keys, you cannot understand the type of relationship. Okay, So now if this is clear, let me tell you that both the department ID as well as employee ID is considered as foreign key because it takes references from primary key. Now let us go back to the first page where it is written that our relationship is 1-to-1, right? So 1-to-1 relationship means we cannot repeat anything in this table, in relationship table. When we will enter data, we can establish the type of relationship but we cannot repeat it. Say for example, यहाँ पे जैसे देखो E मतलब एम्प्लॉय, W मतलब वर्क और D मतलब डिपार्टमेंट है. यहाँ पे 1 2 3 एम्प्लॉय हमने लिया है, वर्क को भी डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया है और डिपार्टमेंट को भी किया है. 1-on-1 का मतलब है एक एम्प्लॉय एक ही डिपार्टमेंट में काम कर सकता है. मतलब अगर हम लोग यहाँ पे लिखें कि E1 इज़ वर्किंग अंडर D1 डिपार्टमेंट, हम E1 अगेन फिर से E1 लिख के यहाँ पे D2 नहीं या D3 नहीं लिख सकते. ओके, क्यों नहीं लिख सकते? क्योंकि हमारा रिलेशनशिप 1-to-1 है. मैं फिर से बोल रही हूँ, 1-to-1 relationship means we cannot repeat anything here. Why we cannot repeat anything? Because our relationship is 1-to-1, and in case of 1-to-1 relationship, one employee cannot work with two departments or vice versa. Okay, so that's why I have I'm trying to explain you with the help of this diagram so that you can understand that the relationship could be crisscross, like match the following, but it has to be 1-to-1. Okay, so here the primary key, I'm again telling you that in this relationship table we will not create any new foreign key. The foreign key will be, it will take references from the previous tables. From the previous table में कहाँ से reference लेंगे? From the different primary key. Okay, so I hope this is clear. So you got 3 tables. The first table is related to employee, the second one is related to department, and the third one is relationship table, that is work. Now can we merge both the table? Can we merge both the table? Yes, we can merge the employee and work table, not the department table. We cannot merge the department table because in the department table we have certain extra informations like the location of the department, the name of the department, which we don't need in this table. So we can merge the employee and work table, that is employee ID, name and age, which was given in first table, and from the work table we will just take the department ID because employee ID was common in both the table. Okay, so it means that primary key can't be null or can't be kept. We cannot put anything randomly in the primary key. So in this table, this has to be, the primary key has to be email ID. Why department ID can't be the primary key? Because we don't know that E4 employee is working under which department. Now you will get confused कि मैम कैसे पता E4 department, मतलब ये तो बहुत confusing हो गया, क्यों E4 का डिपार्टमेंट नहीं है, क्यों E5 का डिपार्टमेंट नहीं है. सो लेट मी टेक यू बैक टू टेबल नंबर 1. तो देखो तो यहाँ पे है क्या, डिपार्टमेंट आईडी नहीं है ना. सो लेट मी टेक यू टू टेबल नंबर 2. टेबल नंबर 2 में क्या है, डिपार्टमेंट आईडी है D3 है, D4 है D4 नहीं है ना, D4 नहीं है ना. वर्क टेबल में देखो तो D4 है नहीं है. एम्प्लॉई E4 एम्प्लॉई कौन से डिपार्टमेंट में काम कर रहा है, क्या हमें पता है? हमें नहीं पता है क्योंकि हमारे पास ये इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं है. सो हम यहाँ पे कोई भी इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं डाल सकते. लेकिन अगर तुम लोग याद करो तो मैं फिर से बता दूं कि हम प्राइमरी की को मतलब we cannot keep it vacant or we cannot just put anything rubbish in primary key, right? So in that case here department ID will not be considered as primary key, but employee ID will be considered as primary key. So after merging the two tables, we have finally from four tables we have now two tables only, that is the department table and this table. Okay, so in this way ER models are converted into relationship model, that is table in these are ER models are converted into tables. And if I could tell you more, that one-to-one relationship, in one-to-one relationship, just remember that you cannot um, you know um, okay, let me give you the example, then you will understand it better. In case of one-to-one relationship, you cannot repeat anything, just like, if you could remember that in relationship table under work we couldn't repeat anything. And in relationship table there is no primary key, both the key are foreign key, both the uh, employee ID and department ID is considered as foreign key because it takes references from the earlier tables. Okay, so this is one-to-one relationship. Please try to understand it properly because it's very important, and in the next class we will try to understand one to many relationship.